Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're up and running. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
And he's got... Shoots! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rodri has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Guirassy. Rijkaard. It's a goal kick. O'Shea, Menu, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo, and he's in on goal.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Stam with the clearance, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Guirassy. Now it's Tevez. And Burmo. Now it's Tevez. Fermin. Now it's Guirassy. Guirassy. Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Burmo. Well read, and the danger is averted. Fermin. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Best. Looking for options for movement. Dani Olmo, chance here to counter. And Guirassy. Ferdinand gets a foot in here. Tries to play it through. He's got away. And shot, surely! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Eto'o really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he nearly went all the way.
Best just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Rijkaard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Great ball if he can get there. Out of play for a goal kick. 15 minutes till half-time. Now that's well seen too. Girassi, that is a great pick out. Dani Olmo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pepe cannot be beaten that easily. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Stam can get it clear. And it's shapes to shoot! And that's off target.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Dani Olmo going after that. And no, he's seen through all of that. Looking to play him in. Costa Curta. Dani Olmo. And it's Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And the counter is on. That's beautifully weighted. So no flag here. Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable... And that signals the end of the first period. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store, where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
And here's Lopez. It's Eto'o! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So could they be onto something here? Now it's Girassi. Girassi. Girassi! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Delivered with swing. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Dani Olmo. Good ball, good take. Now it's Rodri. Lovely bit of skill. Rodri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
550.
O'Shea. Best, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Lopez. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Can he get it through? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No, it's come to nothing.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 7, George Best. Coming on the field, number
O'Shea.
8, Scholes.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Rooney. Substitution.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Pepe. Scholes carries the ball down the right. Mainu. Now that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliantly. Rooney looking to pass their way up the pitch. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rodri. And here's Schneider. Now, can they get him away? He has a look up, and across it goes. Oh, he's been caught napping. Roll gets flagged offside. And it's Rooney. And here's Tevez. And this is Scholes. Scholes. Nice interception, well timed. Shevchenko. Stam does well to get it back. Now it's Tevez. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's cut it out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not...
It's Rooney!
Rooney really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's a good ball. Quality ball. Bruno Fernandes. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Girassi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Just eases him off the ball. Played with finesse. Could be danger here. Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? They're urging him to shoot. Girassi! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Liverpool are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Rodri did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Eto'o.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And they can counter here. And here's Batistuta. Figo. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Best. Oh, it's Batistuta.
That's going in strongly.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Figo with a real chance here.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kick.
Figo! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's a searching pass. Barcelona making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around, and he's there to retrieve it. Figo, who can single-handedly make a difference. Spread neatly. He leaps for it! And that's a good finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Neymar. Neymar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Eto'o. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's McAllister. Now it's Raul. We are into overtime. Robson. Bellingham. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Liverpool get the ball rolling in the second half. Bellingham. Now it's Figo. Best. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. That looks a good cross. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pepe, Baresi, Neymar, searching pass he's played there. Donnarumma chooses to deal with it himself. Now it's Batistuta. Robson, and it's Rijkaard. Robertson. He's shifting through the gears here. Best. Quick look. Gets his head on it! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Robertson.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. And Batistuta! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Figo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Eto'o. Rijkaard cuts it out. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. He's in plenty of space here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Neymar. Now it's Eto'o. Plays a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, they're probably going to bend it in. They'll need a good in-swinger, though.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So here comes a substitution.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving.
Oh, and he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And that's a throw-in. Rodri. Chooses to go cross-field. Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Back to the keeper it goes. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. This is a promising build-up. Rodri. Now it's McAllister. Dani Olmo. Oh, sweet feet. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. McAllister.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Swings in across. Getting up there! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Schneider. And it's Lopez. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Seedorf. Now, can they get him away? That ball looks a good one. Oh, he's burst through! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Schneider. Can he get on the end of this? Saliba can clear it away. And here's Isak. Now it's Neymar. Looking to play him in. And he's picked out the run. Oh, look at the space here. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Isak goes for a shot! Barcelona look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way?
Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Isak is onto it in a flash. Dink through, and it's made its way to him. Rijkaard. Robertson. And it's Seedorf. Lobbed in behind. McAllister makes the interception. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front... Chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Tries a shot! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine! He's got himself an absolute peach. Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to...
And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. And that was very necessary. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very...